What's up, everybody? Welcome back to UTEP Dynasty here in year 2 in the All-Texas Conference, where every team is from the state of Texas. What can UTEP get done here in year 2? Last episode, I basically just recapped the first season of this dynasty so that we could get to year 2 as quick as possible to see the vision that Coach Humongous has for UTEP in this All-Texas Conference. And if you look into the recruiting class, we will real quick and see all the incoming freshmen and transfers we got, including Paul Schofield, a true freshman that was a 4-star elite dev. I cannot believe Coach Humongous was able to get this guy, but the problem is he's a pocket passer. And if you know this game, playing on Heisman, you cannot have a dude with no change of direction, no agility, no speed. We're never going to be able to escape sacks, so that's a problem. I don't think he's going to be able to start, but we can play up to 4 games with a true freshman and then still redshirt them. So I'll play with him early, and then if he doesn't work out, we'll go to the senior, Skylar Locklear. Running back, we have Kenyon Clay we got out of the transfer portal, but what's funny, he has Silver Shift, he has a lot of good abilities, but he does want to transfer out again, but he's a senior, so who cares, right? So we get him for this season, and Jose Kim is a player brought in from high school, a true freshman in this recruiting class. And what's crazy is he's really good coming in, especially for this rebuild. But we just have better running backs right now. So in my opinion, why not let him get a year of development and redshirt him because he has no ability. Go over the O-line real quick. It's a lot of true freshmen actually on the O-line, like Sam Choi from Hawaii playing left tackle as a pass protector. And then you got my favorite true freshman, Sammy Gooch, playing left guard as a true freshman. Gotta love that. Sammy Gooch, I hope he has a great season. And then, on the other side, as right guard, senior Johnny Dixon III. We got Johnny Dixon III and Sammy Gooch in the interior of this O-line. I'm loving it. And then we got Jake Riggs in the middle of this line at center. I mean, he's a sophomore, but most of the guys here are true freshmen, including Melvin Marvin. So you have 3 out of the 5 linemen are true freshmen. Look at these names. I mean, Melvin Marvin's a good one too. Gotta love it. Probably my favorite part of the offense this season is going to be players like George Awasika and Martin Johnson, both players that are true freshmen. And if you look, Martin Johnson has elite depth. I mean, he's a gadget guy. Yes, that's not a great archetype, but Awasika already comes in with 50-50 and press pro. He's a beast at 6'5". He will go up for jump balls all day, and we'll have Martin Johnson playing the slot. And Jalen Brown is here, and he's good, but he's probably going to leave. Actually, playing style, we can get him to stay. Not only do we have Sammy Gooch at left guard, we also have Johnny Dixon III at right guard. And then at tight end, we have Cash Cheeks. He's 6'7". We have a lot of returning players on the defensive line. Elijah Baldwin was here last year, and he has bronze quick jump, which is nice. That ability will hopefully help us get to the quarterback because on the other side, Ecal Taylor has silver quick jump. So hopefully we can get something going in the pass rush. We didn't really have one last year. Ashton Coker is also returning. All these guys at least upgraded a little bit. We also have Joe Toney, who comes out as a true freshman at 70 overall. So he will not be getting redshirt. He will be starting all season. It's time to talk about the strength of this team, which is the secondary. Basically all transfers. Ashton Stamps comes from LSU. We only get 1 year of him. He's a senior. He leaves Louisiana and the SEC to come play in the All-Texas Conference. Can't blame him. But also, just look at these abilities. He is going to be a beast in man coverage. You have Brian Nelson II, who's coming to play in Texas from NC State and coming home to play in the All-Texas Conference. Makes a lot of sense. He will be a perfect slot cornerback in the 4-2-5. Tariq Watson will play outside instead of him because look at all these abilities. He has quick jump. He has platinum coverage. Jammer we don't really care about, but he even has wrap-up. He is the perfect slot cornerback in the 4-2-5, and Tariq Watson will just play outside instead. He went to UAB last season. He doesn't really have crazy abilities. He could play in the slot with quick jump, but Brian Nelson has silver, so we're just going to go with him. And Lester the third is actually going to play safety for us. He's from Florida State, and he wants to play in the All-Texas Conference because right now he really doesn't have a role, and he's already redshirted. He's star depth, so we want him to develop. So we're going to put him at free safety. Makes a lot of sense in my opinion. And then we have who I think is the star of the defense, and I know in the 4-2-5, the strong safety is the most important player on the defense. So having basically the best player on your team be at that position is amazing. If you don't know who Coy Parrish is, he plays for Minnesota in real life, and I'm hearing that he might play both sides of the ball. He's an elite athlete, so he is the perfect player for what we're trying to do here in the 4-2-5 defense. I'm so excited to use him, and he's probably the best player on this team, to be honest. So I have a freshman kicker that we brought in, so hopefully he'll be pretty decent. He has 91 kick power to start with. The year one recruiting class was pretty insane. At linebacker, we're going with 2 true freshmen, both 4 stars with good dev. David Babcock is from Texas, which makes it even better, and he has impact development. You look at Javon DeVoe, who has star development, and he's also a 4-star. I have no idea how we got these guys to come to this program. We're going to look at the schedule for year 2, and you're going to see that we scheduled a couple better out-of-conference games than last year. Arizona State is ranked. Hopefully stays ranked going into week 2 on the road. Hopefully we can beat this team. They're not as good overall as you would think. And Boise State, I was calling them a cupcake schedule last year. They went undefeated, so I said, let's put them on the schedule. Let's see if we can put that to the test after all the shit I was talking. I thought that was a good scheduling idea. And then you look at the actual conference schedule, and we have to go on the road at Kyle Field to Texas A&M. I'm not excited about that one, and have to play Texas at home at least. But SMU is also on the road this year, and that's about it when it comes to really tough teams. So we kind of got lucky again. We don't play Texas Tech or TCU or Baylor, who won the conference last year. Going into week 1, we're going against a rival, New Mexico State. Even though they're just not on our level anymore, they're only a 56 overall. They do have a senior quarterback with extender in Grant Cutler, and they do have some good cornerbacks, some nice tight ends. So there's players to watch out for. But I would say that this team is underwhelming, and if we can't crush them with Paul Schofield, probably going to the senior, and he's getting redshirted if he has any issues. So this is a good test. We have transfers in the secondary, a true freshman at quarterback today, multiple true freshmen at wide receiver, and a true freshman linebacker duo against a rival in New Mexico State in the Battle of I-10. A perfect, really, tune-up game because they're a 56 overall. So if we can't beat them, we have some problems. And this stadium is rocking. Look at this beautiful packed stadium in the Sun Bowl here in El Paso, Texas. Let's kick off year 2 here and get this started on the right foot. They only get back to the 20. I don't know why Coach Humongous' mustache is gone. He shaved it, I guess. That's kind of crazy. 1st and 10 here at the 35-yard line. And that is a bad throw by New Mexico State's quarterback, senior Grant Cutler. And it's 2nd and 10 now. See how they approach this game. Are they going to run the football here on 1st and 2nd down? They are. Inside zone. Great blocking. Finds a hole and gets 6 yards. We're now going to play cover 1 here. Play the sticks as well. I don't want to play man here. I really don't. This is man coverage. Coy Parrish with the pick! He's got the first pick of the season! And I was talking about it before the game. How the strong safety is the most important position in the 4-2-5 defense. And he immediately comes up with an amazing interception in the first drive of the season. And that's what you want to see. Now in this game, I love clicking on in 25. But in 26, clicking on is really scary. A lot of the times when I click on, they ended up agging me for a huge gain. Schofield, great pass. He looked like he had a little mobility there. Now I talked about how I'm really not going to like Schofield that much, and I think we're going to redshirt him. He's just not going to be athletic enough. 1st down. Kenyon Clay from Arkansas State. I just do not think Schofield will be athletic enough against these better teams in the All-Texas Conference. And probably getting one more year of some development is probably the best bet. But he is looking good and on time. Getting a little drag route to Jalen Brown for about 12 yards and a first down. Here at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. We're looking for someone to get open. Another drag route. This time to Martin Johnson, and he's got space. The burst of speed from true freshman Martin Johnson, who's from Odessa, Texas. He's going to be amazing for us. Elite development, a gadget wide receiver. I might have to start playing some Wildcat with him in the backfield if he's going to be that good. Going to throw out in the flat to Cash Cheeks here for only a gain of 1. And it is 3rd and 8. Big down here early on in this game after the interception by Coy Parrish. And it looks like Georgie is going to get a great look here. George Awasika's wide open on the out route. Georgie, let's go! The other true freshman, 6'5", from Arkansas. George Awasika with his first catch. And he's got a little option route in the slot. What's he going to do here? Easy money. George Awasika, touchdown. 6'5", go dunk. Yeah. Let's go. UTEP up 6-0. Going to make it 7-0 after the extra point. After the TFL from David Babcock, true freshman linebacker, 2nd and 11. And it's a sack for Ecal Taylor. I said quick jump might be an issue for these quarterbacks, and I hope it is. We're going to play cover 2 here with a little bit of space in between the receivers. And they do have all day. Just too much time. And they get that easily. How does New Mexico State just have all day? Are we going to have to start sending some blitzes? I think we might have to. Man coverage here. We're sending 5. 1st and 10 at the 41. They're running the ball. David Babcock again gets across the formation for a TFL. Amazing play. 2nd and 11. Got to get deep here. And they throw it underneath. Great throw. And that's the second catch for Matt Banks today. But they need to show up here. All right, 1-on-1. Come on, pick that. How do you not pick that? Good deflection, I guess. But Brian Nelson II needs to pick that because now we're talking about a field goal for New Mexico State instead of a turnover. Cannot have that happen. And he drills it. New Mexico State gets 3. 7-3. We're still leading right now. We're going to go 4 verts here. Hopefully they run cover 3 and we can hit them up the seam. They blitz off the corner. Cheeks, great coverage. What'd they end up running here? They did run cover 3. The seams might have been open. Might have had to throw that with anticipation. 3rd and 7 early on in this game. Martin Johnson gets across. He tries to make a catch and he drops the football. Only a true freshman, but we would like to see better hands than that. We do have a senior punter. Hopefully he can do some good things. That's a nice punt. I'll take that. I'll take that for what it is. All right, after a couple of possessions back and forth and nothing going on, we're here in the second. About 4 minutes left in the second half. And New Mexico State hasn't really done much on offense, but they're always at around midfield and could do something with one big play. We got to get something going here. We need more than just one touchdown. That's good coverage by the linebacker, Javon DeVoe. It's not going to be easy for these guys. We're going to play cover 3 match, and we're going to play for the sticks here because if you guys play on All-American and Heisman, use that more often because right there, no one covered. But a lot of the times, they run. That was a good play call from New Mexico State, but a lot of the times they like to run quick routes that go right to the sticks and just get the first down, which then you counter by pressing that. Great blitz, but he moves perfectly up in the pocket, and New Mexico State with a great gain across the middle of the field. this is just great pocket awareness here from Grant Cutler, a senior quarterback here at New Mexico State. He shows you how you manipulate the pocket. Does Coy Parrish completely miss his blitz? Yes. But at the same time, he just a little movement. Last second. You see it. And that's just enough. But here to set his feet again with pressure in his face and just getting hit and just getting it out. Great play. Playing sticks here. The seam, across the middle, have it all. He's done. Sacked him too! Javon DeVoe, the true freshman, is a true athlete. What a play! They will get a field goal out of this unless we can get them to miss. Come on. What a play from Javon DeVoe. It's a close game though. And it's close! It just sneaks in the left upright. And that's 2 field goals for the New Mexico State Aggies. And they're back in this game, no doubt. They've been in it the whole time, but it feels like they haven't been with how we've been playing great defense. And Tariq Watson up the sideline gets to almost the 40-yard line on that return. All right, Martin Johnson on the wheel route potentially. No, great coverage. Just throw it out to your flat. Great play. Great play. Amazing from Schofield. The true freshman. That's what you want to do. Get it out to your senior running back. And he hasn't been hit much today. We've been getting out the ball pretty quick. Good screen there. Pancake. And we got what we need. Set him up. Great stiff arm. Perfect play from Kenyon Clay. And this is why Jose Kim, the true freshman running back that was a 4-star that we were able to grab with Star Dev, is getting redshirted. Because Kenyon Clay can take the handoffs this year and we can get more development for our freshmen. 2nd and 10, they stuff us there, but I like the way we're driving right now, and I like the way Schofield's playing football right now. Let's go. Johnson over the middle. He's just slippery, man. We're here at the 8-yard line. Now it's time to see how we do in the red zone, because in the red zone is hard in this game. Very hard, especially inside the 5. But Martin Johnson looks like he's just oh, that's a terrible throw. I mean, you know what it is? I like rolling out too much. I like being mobile when I just don't need to be. I have to play a little bit differently with this quarterback. I didn't set my feet. But a great play, read flat, cheeks outside, and he gets there. Let's go. Last year in 25, I just always let my kickers walk on, which I didn't realize how important kickers and punters can be if you recruit them instead. What I want to know, you can leave in the comments if you're watching this video, has there ever been a 4 or 5-star kicker or punter? Because there never is in the game specifically, but that would be so cool if there was one in real life. RPO here. They hand it off because the slant was covered. Good hit though. Great defense so far from Coach Humongous' unit on defense, and he's going to try to scramble. Javon DeVoe just misses the tackle, but Coy Parrish comes in with David Babcock. He is a monster. And that seam is wide open. Great hit from Lester the third up the middle. He's playing free safety for us right now because we're a little light at safety, and he has some corners blocking him from playing. But some of them are seniors, so next year he'll probably come down and play the outside corner position after Ashton Stamps leaves. All right, they're trying to go hurry up here. 3rd and 15. We have everything covered downfield. Oh my God, playmaker. I don't know why I left him. He was double covered. They need to get way more pressure. He is crunching. Another sack. Ecow Taylor. Stadium Pulse is back. The fans are rowdy. Come on. The Sun Bowl's rocking. One-on-one back there. Tariq Watson can't get the interception. See what I'm talking about with the click-ons? Like, even when I do click on, I just can't get the pick. It just doesn't happen. But, like, if you just don't click on, they might swat it away or pick it. And we're blocking this. Oh, no way! The miss block, and they just sneak it in. The right upright this time. Ramon Benjamin. Pretty decent kicker here. Kenyon Clay will get a chance to return this. Nothing, though. Crunched to end the half. 14-9. I'm looking for Johnson on the out route here, but it looks like he's not going to be open. He is. They actually were playing, I think they were playing cover 3. No, they were playing man. Okay. See, maybe I should be a better quarterback because I don't even know my coverages. But either way, great play there. And it's now 1st and 10. Everything looks pretty much bagged here. We're going to try a playmaker up the field. Kenyon Clay. Caught! Great playmaker from Paul Schofield. And that scramble drill is exactly what we want to see. I would like to run the football more. We've got to run the rock. See, look at this favorable box we're getting. We need to run the football here. But they shoot the gap perfectly, and it just feels, he feels so slow. And sometimes, even now after the patch, sometimes I do feel like, how could I not get the first there with what I'm looking at? But I get that maybe we just do not have a great line, and that could just be the case. Oh my lord. Alright, I'm going to be very conservative here, and I don't know what happened. I think I was stuck in an animation, because they'd have that this year where you drop back into an animation. You can't control the quarterback. I don't know why they would add that, but they did. So I'm going to be conservative and kick this. But I understand that that's maybe dumb, because it's still only an 8-point game. But I'd rather be an 8-point game than some bullshit happen and New Mexico State wins just off a crazy touchdown. So let's just take our points, play good defense like we've been playing all game long with Coy Parrish and this amazing secondary. 2nd and 5 here on the 26-yard line. And great, that is like Le'Veon Bell type vision here from Evan Doman. Did you just see that? Evan Doman truly just showed off what I would call Le'Veon Bell-esque vision here at New Mexico State. Wow. Just finding the only little seam there to gain so many extra yards than he should have. And then he gets past the safety, Lester III. I mean, amazing stuff. Just play good defense. They still have a long way to go. Great play! Ecal Taylor's been in the backfield all day. And I think we play a little aggressive here and we blitz. Let's see if that hurts us. That hurts us bad. That hurts us. Wow. Great play call. New Mexico State gains the first down and then some, to say the least. They're here at the 23-yard line. Amazing play for New Mexico State. We're getting deep. And another sack for Ecal Taylor. Thank God for Ecal Taylor. He has 4.5 sacks today. The left tackle is in hell for New Mexico State. I'm going to play Tampa. Here. You got to get deep into the third. Oh, no. He's got it. Oh, he misses it. Thank God. That was me. That's user error. I need to be back there. All right. This is not as risky of a blitz, I hope. I just want to send some to make him rush the throw. They actually just run the football, and we're going to get across the formation to get him, I hope. I tried to dive and make sure we got him. He is just going to kick a field goal. Once again on the right hash. Please miss one of these. Please. We need one to be missed. They're just drilling every kick on the hash, which usually on the road is tough. And we are not pulling away, so that's scaring me for next week against a ranked Arizona State on the road. We have been trying to get the ball out quick. Kenyon Clay does have 5 catches for 81 yards, a lot of them being screen passes. Now, George Awosika, if he gets one-on-one coverage here, which he does. George Awosika, 6'5", he's a monster! That animation sucks, man. We're driving here at the 43-yard line. All right, there's just no one here. There's literally no one here. Wow. I mean, Paul Schofield, did I say he's athletic? Did I say he's athletic? That's what I said. I totally said he was athletic. Not that he's not athletic at all, and he's a statue in the pocket. Did we just see what we just seen? Paul Schofield with an amazing scramble. 50 yards. I just cannot believe what I just watched. How is this possible? Maybe Schofield does take the job. 50 yards. I mean, this is against New Mexico State. And I guess when you're a pocket passer, they just don't expect you to run. Oh, that's a great play. That's a pick six. New Mexico State. They've seen that the whole way. Wow. Paul Schofield immediately after the run gives New Mexico State the lead with a pick six. We're still in this game. Everything's in front of us. I'm not worried about that. That's just a rough pick six. It happens. We got to bounce back. Terrible read. And really what New Mexico State has done is did a great job of just staying in the game and waiting for their moment, and they found it. George Awasika is hot right now, so if he's open one-on-one, we're going to throw this, and it's man coverage. We're going to throw this with anticipation. George Awasika with the catch. Great anticipation throw from Paul Schofield. If we can't... Oh, wait. Kenyon Clay's wide open for a touchdown. Let's go! They didn't see Kenyon Clay on the outside, and I did! Paul Schofield is able to find him. I was so scared that he would overthrow that. We got blessed to get that touchdown back. Ball never lies, I guess. And here we go. This has been kind of a crazy game. I cannot lie. Wow. What a start to this season. All right, 2nd and 9. Up the seam scares me, but Coy Parrish with the sack. We have 7 sacks in this game, and we drew up a perfect blitz with our star safety, Coy Parrish, who just comes in and just goes crazy. 1 sack today and an interception. That's what you want to see from a player in the 4-2-5 playing that position. He's all over the field. Let's go. They're playing a stick route. The only thing that can hurt you is that, and it's going to be a pick for Lester III because he's hit as he threw. Grant Cutler's hurt. He's been hit too many times today. That's what you want to see from a humongous-led team. That's what you want to see from a coach. Just beating the other team down physically. Kenyon Clay on the swing route. Hit him with it. He also is getting hurt a little bit. We will put Barnes in to give him a break. Cheeks on the mesh. Cheeks going up the field. Can he get in? He's at the 1. We're going to go right back to him. We're going to go right back to him on the read flat. Let's go. Right back to him. Get him that touchdown. This would be huge. We're going to get it. Cash Cheeks touchdown. His 2nd of the game. 6-7. I love me some Cheeks. You got to remember, our offensive line has Sammy Gooch, Johnny Dixon III, and then at tight end, the following possession, New Mexico State turns it over on downs, and we tack on a field goal. Then Ashton Stamps, the transfer from LSU, lays the smack down and gets a forced fumble. We tack on another field goal, and that just about ices the game. Now we look forward to week 2 on the road at Arizona State against a really tough opponent who's ranked this year. They're 81 overall compared to New Mexico State's 56 overall. So if this was a tough game, even though Paul Schofield threw for 317 yards, 71% completion, and had 4 touchdowns, he still threw that pick 6, and New Mexico State was in the game late until we pulled away. So this is going to be a huge test going into week 2, and I want to see how these freshmen respond. We'll look at the stats against New Mexico State, but you have to understand they are 56 overall. We're going on the road at Arizona State next week in week 2, so that's going to be a way tougher test for Paul Schofield, the true freshman quarterback. But he threw it all over the field against New Mexico State. 317 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the 1 pick 6 in a big spot in the game, so he has to clean up the mistakes. But a 71% completion percentage and that many yards and touchdowns in his first ever college game, we'll take that no matter who we play. The run game, 2.1 yards per carry from our lead running back, Kenyon Clay, is not going to cut it. If Paul Schofield, the freshman quarterback, pocket passer, 79 speed, is your leading rusher, there is a problem. Kenyon Clay may not have been able to run the ball, but he was able to catch the ball out of the backfield very well. 8 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown. Cash Cheeks also had 8 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Martin Johnson, the true freshman, had 17.7 yards per completion, only had 3 catches on the day, but was explosive with the ball in his hands. And George Awasika, 6'5", from Arkansas, he's a monster, had a touchdown in this game. We'll be throwing a ton of jump balls to him this year. Looking at the defense, we had 7 sacks in this first week, including 4.5 going to E. Cal Taylor, thanks to his silver quick jump. And if you look at the secondary, they had 2 picks in this game, thanks to Coy Parrish, who I talked about before. The strong safety position in the 4-2-5 is the most important position on the field, and because we have a superstar at that position in Coy Parrish, he's all over the field making plays, a sack and a pick with 7 tackles. And we also had another interception. Charles Lester III right now is actually playing free safety for us instead of corner because we have so many good corners from the transfer portal. He gets to play free safety right now, and he's making plays out there. Arizona State had a little bit of a tune-up game themselves in Week 1 going against Central Michigan, and they win easily 31-17. We also had a very similar score, and Sam Levitt, their quarterback, played really well in 2025 and is picking up where he left off. 214 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. They also had Kanye Udoh, who was at Army last year. Army won the conference championship in the American, and he transfers to Arizona State and has an amazing day, 25 carries, 146 yards, and a touchdown. Arizona State looks like they like to spread the ball around. 3 different receivers had touchdowns in this first week. And defensively, they look pretty opportunistic with 2 interceptions of their own. Both of their safeties also had picks, and they only had 1 sack, so we'll see how they do against our O-line with 3 true freshmen on it. Can this young team go on the road against a ranked opponent with a high-powered offense like Arizona State and get an upset? We're going to find out next. On the road at Arizona State today, a ranked opponent, 16th in the country. How is this team going to play? With true freshman Paul Schofield at quarterback. He played well against the 56 overall New Mexico State team last week, but this is a way better opponent, and now we're on the road. I'm excited to see what the playmakers can do. I decided to change it up and put the true freshmen wide receivers that really every time they touched the ball they made plays. Georgie Awasika right there, number 16, as well as Martin Johnson, who does play in the slot in those formations, but if there's just 2 wide receivers on the field, he'll also play outside because he's just too good, man. He's explosive with the ball in his hands. They do a little zone. We're just going to check it down here. And Kenny Clay cannot make the catch. UTEP gets the ball first, and we get a first down. Now we're looking for a second one. 3rd and 1. Can Kenyon Clay reach over? It's 4th and inches. We're not stopping there. We're going right back inside zone. And I can already see right now we have an easy out route for the yards we need. Georgie Awasika right here. They gave us a different look, but we'll see. He needs to make this catch, and he does. Perfect catch. If you can rely on a true freshman to make plays like that on big downs, I'm excited for what this team is going to be able to do. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Martin Johnson on man coverage, and he just cooks him. He's going down the sideline. That's an amazing gain from Martin Johnson. He already has 3 catches for 53 yards on this drive. I do like this wide receiver under play. Georgie Awasika, can he fight over the middle and get what we need? They do blitz there. Perfect play call. And we're down inside the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. They fought tooth and nail to get us here. Martin Johnson cooks him. Touchdown. He has had 4 catches on this drive and the touchdown. This is amazing to see from an elite dev true freshman. I'm excited for this team, what we've built just in year 2 off of 1 recruiting class. True freshman to true freshman, and we're seeing the connection already. Now Arizona State is driving. We need to play better defense when the offense opens up in such a way on the road, man. You can't screw this up. Coach Humongous will not be happy. Cognito, you better lay the smack down, Javon DeVoe. And he tries to. But Cognito is kind of a tank. And he played for Army and transferred out. Like, how can you transfer out from our nation's Army? Seems pretty crazy to do. I didn't even know you could do that. But he did it. And now he's like destroying. Oh, Coy Parrish makes one of the craziest catches I've ever seen. That's an amazing interception. Just acrobatic. He never seen him. There's no doubt about it. Sam Levitt really thought this was open. And Coy Parrish the whole way seen it and makes the perfect acrobatic catch. I cannot believe what I just watched. We're only going to get him for 1 year. So can we make it the best year in UTEP's history ever? It looks like we have the talent to do so, even in year 2. I know the conference is tough, but that was amazing. It's 3rd and 5 as I'm yapping away, and they're giving the seam up. There's no way. Oh, they did not. They gave that up. Campbell. Oh, he cannot make the catch. Coach Humongous will not like that. I don't know why Campbell's in a big spot. We need more receivers. I don't like Jalen Brown or K. I like our 2 true freshmen. Everyone else is suspect right now. Come on, Coy Parrish. He got cooked by Jalen Moss after the great interception. You can't ask him to do everything all the time. Jalen Moss is a great player, a senior. And he goes and gets that, man. He goes and runs a perfect route. Great play from the true freshman Joe Toney to stop the run there. I mean, we have true freshmen literally everywhere. But what I want to see this year is fight in every game. I want to be a scrappy team that's a tough out every Saturday. And if we get that out of this team, I'll be happy. Coach Humongous will be happy. No! That's touchdown Arizona State. I'm not happy about that. And now they're dancing on me. Jared Hamilton with the touchdown. 2 catches, 27 yards. And then he styled on me after. Tie game. I really hope Awasika gets a chance here. And he does. No. It's back shoulder. Oh, he never got to come to the football. He never got to come back to the football. Amazing. Thank God it is pass interference. Because, really, we probably should have let him run that route more. We had protection. And he would have maybe went crazy there. Get it out quick. Cheeks. He's a beast, man. I'm going to love playing with him all season long. The senior is 6'7", and he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem underneath their blitzing. I'm 100% throwing the blitz beater. And Cheeks is just going to go to the crib. He's so fast! Wow, he just gets caught at the 9-yard line because he's making good reads right now, but he has to continue to make those good reads. RPO, Kenyon Clay, good juke. Can he get in? Down at the 1. 5 rushes for 20 yards. That's much better than last week. It's time for the ultimate play. I've said it before, and it might not have worked exactly when I said it, but it eventually always works. Did they patch it? But touchdown regardless, because now you just run it. But before, they never covered the pass. Either way, UTEP gets the touchdown, and we are back in front 14-7. The 4-2-5 lets Coy Parrish come down and play in the run game. You can see right now he's in the box, right? Basically. And it's just perfect. This is play action, and it's out in the flat, though. Coy Parrish makes a great tackle out in open space against a huge receiver. I mean, amazing stuff. He is the perfect player for the defense we want to run. And we only get him for 1 more year. Perfect drag route. But they don't throw that. They actually throw it to IA. I forget his first name already. IA is such a good name, though. And he is the tight end. He's also a big receiver. You got to be careful. They are going to run this football. Kanye Udo fumbles! What a hit! This defense is playing fast, playing smart, and playing strong. Another turnover. Wow! To see how this defense is playing, man. Early on, Thompson just comes in and makes the play. We have the ball at the 42-yard line after another turnover. Can we please do something with it? We are. Emery out in open space. Great running ability. We need to see that from multiple running backs. Ashton Emery and Barnes both have opportunities here to make their name felt because Jose Kim is getting redshirted as the true freshman with Star Dev because, oh, Kenyon Clay. What a run. After the turnover, we are able to drive to the 2-yard line. Can we get it in with Kenyon Clay? We've been running the ball perfectly. Perfect vision. He fights for it. How does he not reach over? He is also almost very much going to get injured, so we want to probably look away from him for a little bit. But right now, I'm not happy with how it's so tough to get in at the 1-yard line. Let's try again. RPO read flat, and it's wide open. Cheeks, touchdown! He has been so amazing these first 2 weeks. In the spot, I came with the fellas. UTEP goes up 2 touchdowns in this game on the road. I was not expecting this, I'm going to be honest. This is incredible stuff. Now, do I think this is going to happen all game on Heisman? No. But we're going to start running the football. That's for sure. 2nd and 5. Arizona State's trying to get something going. We have everything bagged. The flat just comes out of nowhere. Kanye Udo has literally 1,000,000 yards. That is not good. I knew this was going to be trouble. Arizona State is driving now after we go up 2 scores, and we knew this was going to happen. Sam Levitt gets that speed boost. Hit him hard. He stiff arms David Babcock for the touchdown? No, don't do the dance. Don't you do it. And then the Sun Devil behind him is dancing too. Fuck you both. We're trying to drive here at the 43, 1st and 10. Mesh, he almost overthrows it. Like, we are so close to that being a pick 6, it's not even funny. Thank God. Yeah, he's even saying my bad. Yeah, Paul Schofield. Lock in, brother. They just scored a touchdown. You can't be doing that. They're playing the outside route easily. Okay, Kenyon Clay, you have blockers. Give him that little juke move, and we get up to where we need to go at the 41-yard line with the clock ticking, though. We have to be quick. We're going to run mesh. And it's just prevent. What is going on? Let's go. Judah with the catch. We're going to call a timeout and just kind of gather our bearings and see what they're going to run. Are they going to still run prevent? No, they don't. They kind of are. What is this? Maybe we can run up the seam. And then right behind it we have the... Nah, they are on that. Throw it away. 2nd and 10 after that. Throw away. Now it's time to try a little cheese RPO read flat. It's not really cheese, but I love this play. Especially with Cheeks. He's 6'7". We will call a timeout. And now we're in the red zone at least. We can do something. Especially with a 6'5" receiver on the outside. Are they... Oh my lord. I have to show y'all something after this replay. Johnson's getting wide open, and he misses him! I have to show you what I just seen. I just cannot believe what I just seen. As a true freshman, 6'5", George Awasika is getting this type of treatment in the red zone. That is incredible. Are we serious? Is this a legend in the making? Now we're going to look at the other side of that play. The fact that if you look in the corner of this route, the ball should be dropped in here, Paul Schofield. There's no way you missed this. We are on defense again, and that is why you needed points to end that half, and I love that. Because I know the comeback is imminent, especially at home. They're not going to just... Oh, no. They are going. If we can't get this perfect... No, we made him juke inside. Thank God. He gets to our 44-yard line. Great field position to start this second half. I don't love it, but it's better than a touchdown. That was scary. Pancake to Joe Toney. I seen that. 3 true freshmen on the offensive line. I mean, it's really just a lot of different players that have never played college football before at the end of the day. They're learning on the fly, and Coy Parrish is literally the best player in college football. Can he win the Heisman? Can Coy Parrish win the Heisman? Pick 6 UTEP! 2 interceptions for Coy Parrish today. That is insane. He has 3 on the season. This guy is a UTEP legend. Sam Levitt, I don't know where you're throwing that ball. That looks like me last week. The defense has been everything you want to see in the secondary, especially Coy Parrish. He is so good. There's no way he's not going to the NFL, which kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? I mean, he's just too good to stay. Let's just enjoy him for the season we have him. 1st and 10. They're still not out of this game. They need a touchdown quick, and they're going to be looking for just that. And they do get it out to Jalen Moss. That is the one player you do not want to get the ball now with a big lead. You know, we're trying to really be physical. We actually knocked out New Mexico State's quarterback last week. 3rd and 1. Can we be physical enough to stop the run here? And we are. David Babcock now comes up and says, yeah, you're a little small little kid, brother. That Selly after that was, this team's already just dogs all over. One of my favorites I've played with in this game so far. Oh, no way! No way that just happened! IA, the tight end, says, I'm going to get my lick back. 2nd and 8 here. They are going to definitely pass, I feel like. There's no way they go inside zone here. They're going to go 4 verts. And they throw it. And he catches it! Are we serious? What a grab from Corey Butler Jr., a sophomore. An amazing catch. They needed that. Now they're going Wildcat. Can we go contain? Is that possible? How do you do that? I don't have time. We're done. They're playing read option Wildcat. It's cooked. They actually go jet sweep, and they don't get it. Coy Parrish is hurt! Coy Parrish is hurt! No! My goat! No! This is awful. No! No one to stop the run! And they score a touchdown. They're only down 10. He only has bruised ribs. But Thompson, who made the play earlier, Dante Thompson, with the amazing strip on Kanye Udo, can come in relief just for a little bit while he heals up on the sideline. We do not need Jose Kim to play this year. He can redshirt, and I think that's the best option with players like Kenyon Clay, Barnes. They all have a little bit of a chance, and that's terrible run defense, really. A great game for UTEP. They are running the football, and that's what you want to see right now, man. Like, Barnes has 2 carries for 24 yards in relief for Kenyon Clay, who's a little banged up just like Coy Parrish. And Jalen Brown shows a good route there. Can he juke inside? He does. Oh, my Lord. Jalen Brown's going to the crib. Oh, my God. I was talking shit, and I actually put him into the wide receivers 3 spot, and then he does this. That was an amazing run after catch. Touchdown, UTEP. Let's watch it again. Jalen Brown with an amazing play on the right sideline. Just cuts in and just goes to the crib. Is just more athletic than the safety. Now I really need to evaluate going forward what I do, because Martin Johnson also looks like he has that type of elusiveness and burst, and also is elite dev and is a freshman. So I just don't know if we should get him more touches, or Jalen Brown, who's just doesn't have elite dev, is not a 5-star or 4-star, should I say. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. If we have an elite dev 4-star, he should get the touches, not just play in the slot. He should play more often. Jalen Brown being a 3 might be the play still, honestly. Going forward, I don't know. Leave in the comments. Let me know what you think on that. I have no clue what we're doing after that amazing run after catch, because that was highlight reel stuff. And we are still stopping the run thanks to really everybody. Kanye Udo is a little hurt. This team really likes to physically beat other teams up. And that's why I put wear and tear on, because that is a big factor in the game. They apparently fixed it. It's better this year. You do have sliders too. So it's just overall a better mechanic. So I'm willing to use it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, to be honest. Makes you actually recruit for depth and really strategize around the mechanic. Now it's third down, and they are heaving this football. And wow, Jalen Moss just beats out everybody. Touchdown, Arizona State, and they are still in this game. It is just the third quarter. And they're going too high, so we can go short cross over the middle, potentially. And they blitz, and Martin Johnson is open, and he fights for the first. So see, even though Jaylen Brown is awesome, and he will be on the field, he's on the outside there. I just think Martin Johnson needs to play more often in those two wide receiver sets. This is what you want to see. Running the football has been really good for us. Barnes is now kind of in relief because Clay is still hurt. And I just want Clay to have more time all season to have an opportunity to make plays. So Johnson has been so money. I still love Martin Johnson. He's been just amazing today. The drag's open again for him. He now has 9 catches today. Just underneath and in the slot. Just being that safety valve, which Cash Cheeks is also basically that underneath. And then you have George Awosika over top. I think the skill position groups are in a great spot. 2nd and 10. We're here at the 47-yard line, trying to run the football, trying to drain some clock. We could do chew clock. I feel like it's a little corny to do that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments if you play Dynasty. Do you chew the clock on Heisman? Because it doesn't matter if George Awosika's breaking press coverage like that. We have true freshmen all over the field that are kind of just amazing, honestly. I mean, he's amazing. Martin Johnson's amazing. And then Jaylen Brown, here we are with no tight ends, going 4 wide receivers. And we're looking really good at wide receiver with our best tight end being Cash Cheeks. And we don't really go 2 tight ends too much in this offense. So it's perfect. We run the perfect offense. And it actually is UTEP's playbook. Martin Johnson, the out route, and he gets that catch. And he just gets that perfect speed boost. 10 catches, 106 yards today. Just an amazing player, man. Elite dev. And we're going to run the football here behind our best line that can run block, apparently. Why would we go for this? So they wanted us to go for it, but it makes 0 sense considering the fact that if we go up by 2 scores in a way where they have to score 2 touchdowns instead of just a field goal and a touchdown, now they have to go the length of the field twice in 3 minutes, and that's going to be really tough. So I didn't run chew clock yet. Let's see how our defense responds, and then maybe I will, because I know Heisman can get crazy. Great coverage. 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line. I'm supposed to blitz here, but I don't love it. Maybe I should have. I was covering the middle of the field where no one was. Once again, just doesn't go broke. Gets the 3-yard gain for the first down on basically a little curl route. And that's easy money for Jalen Moss. They love that. That's a cover 3 beater for sure. And they run that a ton. They love that play. On this drive, Arizona State had to have it, and Sam Leavitt imploded this game with his 3rd interception of the game, and that ices it. UTEP goes 2-0 to start the season, and this is looking very promising with all these new recruits on the team from last year's recruiting class. They take down a ranked opponent on the road in week 2. It's been really fun playing Dynasty so far here in College Football 26. Next episode, we will be going on the road in week 4 at Boise State. Now, if you did not get to watch the year 1 recap, basically why we scheduled Boise State is for the fact that I was talking a bunch of shit last year, saying that their schedule was a cupcake, which it was. They went undefeated, and they did make the college football playoff. Another Florida State situation all over again. So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be just great if we went on the road at Boise State and put our money where our mouth is and beat them? So I decided to schedule them. I am so excited for this game and next episode, and if you are too, leave a like on this video, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm always open to new video ideas as well as suggestions on series like UTEP Dynasty or Angels franchise, and I really do appreciate all the support on the videos. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, so if you guys could leave a sub, it'd be very much appreciated, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See ya!